I'm Bill and I'm glad you're here. Let's take a look at how we measure what voltage actually is in a circuit. Here we have our sample circuit, which is some batteries, and we connect them up to a flashlight bulb to get the bulb to light up. And we know that the battery is giving a voltage that's pushing the electricity through the circuit, but just how much voltage is there? You can't tell by looking at it or listening to it. You need a meter, a voltmeter. Nowadays, most voltmeters come combined with some other things, and it's called a multimeter, but there is a setting. This one has red V's there and a switch. Over here it's amps, here it's ohms. Here's where it measures volts, and you turn that on. And a meter has two wires coming out of it. Often one is red and one is black, and that is typically meaning positive and negative, but those colors are not always used that way. And then at the end of the wires, there is a metal tip, which is a conductor, and it has a handle of plastic, which is an insulator. So I can hold these by the plastic, and I can, let me get this arranged so you can see it. I can hold these, and I'm not touching any of the metal, but I touch the metal of these probes to two places in the circuit, and you can see it's saying 5.88 volts. You always measure voltage between 2 points in a circuit. I can measure it up here at the bulb, and now it says 5.85 volts. That just tells me that 0.03, a very tiny amount of voltage, is being lost in these wires that connect the two together. Now you can switch these around and put the negative probe on the positive side of the battery, and you still get a reading there, but now there's a minus sign. Sorry, I don't have enough hands to point to it and hold these guys, but you can see the minus sign there in front of the 5.85. And then if I put them back to the red one and the black one matching up, it doesn't have the minus sign. And that's how you measure voltage in a circuit. And after you've measured the voltage in a circuit, you may want to write it down, and this would be very simply 5.85 V for volts. Remember that nice Italian guy from a couple of hundred years ago named Volta? We put the V there so that we know these are volts rather than amps or ohms or something else. But the main thing to remember about measuring voltage in a circuit is you measure voltage from one point to another point in the circuit. You measure voltage while the circuit is active and the electricity is actually flowing. And you hold the plastic parts of the probes in order to make contact between the metal parts of the probe and the metal places in the circuit. AstuteKidDotCom